Welcome to episode 2 of Notable Facts. We're talking about ancient African history, and as promised, I will be talking about Hannibal Barca today, the Carthaginian general. Now, it's kind of impossible to go over Hannibal Barca in any kind of great detail in a 1 to 5 minute video, but first things first, we'll start with a little background. So what is and where is Carthage? Carthage is in now what is modern-day Tunisia, and it was a wealthy merchant state in the ancient world. A modern example could potentially be Singapore or Liechtenstein. They often used mercenaries to fight battles as they were more concerned with trading and building wealth, whereas Rome was the more militaristic of the ancient world empires. So Hannibal Barca was born in 247 BC, or BCE if we're using the modern format. And he got his hatred from Rome during from the First Punic War, which was instilled to him from his father, his hatred that is. Now he invaded Italy in 218 BC, and the biggest three battles were Trebia, Trasimene, and Cannae. So after soundly defeating the Romans in the first two battles, and many other smaller engagements throughout the country, the Roman people panicked and basically appointed a dictator named Quintus Fabius Maximus. Now his strategy was the Fabian strategy, or so they called it at the time, which basically said that if you can't beat him on the field, we're not going to engage him in any large-scale battles. We're going to do hit and run, destroy food stores, supply routes, etc. The problem is these kind of strategies take a long time, and when things take a long time in the military or anything in the political arena, it's hard to garner a lot of public support. So the Battle of Cannae. This was in the southeast of Italy, and it was Hannibal's most famous battle. So he did a couple things right from the onset of this battle. The first being he sent his cavalry to block the Romans from accessing water. And he also chose Cannae as somewhere to camp because that's where Rome got most of its grain. So Hannibal hanging out there eventually annoyed the Romans, and they sent a couple different people to confront him. One was a seasoned commander, and the other was a guy named Varro. This guy Varro decided to confront him on the third day. So basically what happened was Hannibal set it up so that Varro would advance on his line, right? And imagine a piece of rubber. So Hannibal wanted them to come after him. So imagine a piece of rubber. It's just bending back as Varro advances. Now, this was all part of the trap, right? So Hannibal backs up his line as the Romans surge forward, thinking that they're going to have some kind of easy victory. Then the other troops come in from the side, African troops, hitting the Romans on the flanks. So Romans are organized in depth, so there's a very small, narrow view of them, okay? So they're getting hit on the flanks, and now on the front. And then eventually Hannibal's cavalry, which was busy at the time cleaning up Roman cavalry, comes back and hits them from the back. Now if you know my last video, slashing the hamstrings, that was probably what was going on. So what ensued after this battle was just a long and systematic slaughter of Roman troops. They probably spent all day and night doing it. And the final loss was about 55 to 70,000 Romans, and Carthage lost about 6,000, which means that Carthage had a KDR of between 9 to 12 to 1. So this technique that Hannibal did in this battle was called the full encirclement, and it immortalized him as the envy of all military generals that followed him ran across the world, from Frederick Barbarossa to Napoleon. And thanks for watching my video.